Have you ever felt like you're walking through life in a dream, but you're wide awake? Like the world around you seems distant, or everything feels kind of off? This is called derealization, and it can be an unsettling experience. But don't worry, today we're going to dive into why it happens and, more importantly, how you can start feeling grounded again. And stick around until the end. I've got a special bonus tip to help you manage these feelings when they hit hardest. So what exactly is derealization? It's not just feeling a little spaced out or distracted. Derealization is when the world around you feels distorted, almost like you're watching life through a foggy window. Things might look or sound strange, almost dreamlike, and it's common to feel like you're detached from your surroundings, as if you're on the outside looking in. This often happens during moments of intense stress, panic attacks, or extreme exhaustion. Have you ever been in a situation where everything felt surreal, like you were completely out of sync with the world? Maybe you were sitting in a meeting or walking down a familiar street, but nothing felt right. It was like you weren't fully there. That's derealization. And while it might feel scary, I want to reassure you, it's more common than you think, and there are ways to deal with it. So why does this happen? Derealization is often your brain's way of protecting you when you're overwhelmed or under extreme pressure. When we experience trauma or stress, the brain activates its fight or flight response to keep us safe. During this process, the amygdala, which is the brain's fear center, releases cortisol, the stress hormone. This flood of cortisol puts your body on high alert, but it can also make you feel disconnected from reality, almost like your brain is pulling you away from the world to help you cope. It's important to remember that while it feels frightening, derealization isn't dangerous. It's just your body's way of reacting to stress. Think of it as your mind temporarily putting up walls to keep you from feeling overwhelmed by what's happening around you. Now let's talk about what you can do when you start feeling disconnected from reality. The good news is some effective grounding techniques can bring you back into the present moment and help you feel more like yourself again. The first technique is called the 5-4-3-2-1 method, and it's super simple but effective. Here's how it works. Start by naming 5 things you can see. Look around and identify the objects or people around you, even small details like a picture on the wall or the color of a chair. Then, move to 4 things you can touch. Maybe it's the texture of your clothes, the surface of the table, or your own hands. Next, focus on 3 things you can hear. It could be the sound of traffic outside, birds chirping, or even your breathing. After that, identify 2 things you can smell, whether it's the scent of your coffee or fresh air. Finally, think of 1 thing you can taste. It could be the taste of gum, a sip of water, or even the lingering flavor from your last meal. By focusing on your senses, you're reconnecting with the physical world around you, which can help ground you when you feel disconnected. Grounding technique 2. Deep breathing exercises. The second technique is deep belly breathing, and it's a powerful way to calm your body and mind. Here's how to do it. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose for a count of 4, allowing your belly to expand as you breathe in. Hold that breath for 4 counts. Then gently exhale through your mouth for a count of 6, making sure to fully empty your lungs. Repeat these 3 or 4 times. This kind of breathing signals to your brain that you're safe, and it naturally slows down your heart rate, helping you feel more grounded. Grounding technique 3. Physical movement. And if you're still feeling disconnected, sometimes just moving your body can help reconnect your mind with reality. Try standing up, stretching your arms, or even taking a quick walk. Physical activity can break that feeling of being stuck in your head and pull you back into the moment. Now, as promised, here's my bonus tip for managing derealization in the long run. The best way to prevent derealization from happening frequently is to focus on stress management and self-care. Things like getting enough sleep, staying hydrated, exercising regularly, and practicing mindfulness can make a difference. By keeping your overall stress levels in check, you'll be less likely to trigger that fight or flight response in the first place. So, have you ever felt disconnected from reality? I'd love to hear your story. Let's support each other in the comments below. And if you found these tips helpful, don't forget to hit subscribe for more insights on mental wellness and how to reconnect with yourself. We're in this together.